We've turned email into the top revenue channel for over 50 e-commerce brands, but only when the right conditions are met. If you're wondering if that might be you, then stick around and find out in this video. My name's Jack, I'm the founder of Surefire Media. We've been running for over 4 years now, and we have partnered with over 50 e-commerce brands to really help them leverage email marketing and get the most out of it. We've managed brands doing anything from pre-revenue all the way up to millions of dollars per month, and we consistently help them to make email their top performing revenue channel. But the thing is, we don't work with every brand that we come across. And this isn't necessarily about being exclusive, more so about partnering with the right type of company. Because if you don't suit us, then we definitely don't suit you. This video will explain the type of brands that we do work with and why that is so important if you as an e-com brand owner want to get a return on your investment from email marketing. Whether you're thinking of hiring us or partnering with a different agency or just building your own in-house team, this video will help you figure out whether or not you're in the right position to really start investing into email. So first of all, before we start, just know that done for you email isn't anything magic. It's simply a multiplier on the success that you've already built. So if you've already got success in your top line revenue channels, maybe you've got organic that's performing well or ads, for example, email is like pouring fuel onto that already existing kindling that you've got going. It's not something that you can build a business from the ground up with. It only multiplies the existing momentum that you've already got. And if you're not there yet, then quite frankly, you're wasting your money to be investing so much in email. You should focus on the other things first. This is why we've developed a clear brand profile of the type of business that is ready to partner with email agencies so that you get the most return for your money. So now let's walk through 5 different traits that we look for to make sure that you're the right fit for us, so we know that you're going to get a return on your investment. The first thing we look for is, do you have a broad catalog of products to sell? The more things that you've got to sell, the more opportunity we've got as the email marketers to cross-sell with other products that you might have. We can build automated flows for retargeting people who might be viewing certain products that perform quite well, so that you've got automated revenue coming off the back of the traffic that's being sent to those landing pages. And quite frankly, just more opportunities for us to highlight different things to sell to your customers. The more we've got, the more ammunition we've got for emails. The second thing that we're looking for is the website traffic you've got. So the more traffic you have, the more potential there is to capture emails, to grow your email list, retarget people with automations or add them into the campaigns so that eventually we can convert those people into paying customers somewhere down the line. The third is that you have an existing email list or you want to grow one and you've got the financial capabilities in order to grow your email list. So we don't tend to work with brands on a long-term basis unless they've got, I want to say maybe like 5,000 emails. If that's not the case, then you're going to really struggle to see a consistent return from our fees, from Klaviyo's fees, from the actual revenue that you generate. It's going to be quite difficult to see a return. You might have heard people say that segmentation is so important, and that is true, but it's only really useful when you've got a massive list of say 50,000 and above, where a small segment that you create, let's say existing customers over the last 90 days, that's still going to be a sizable amount of people. It might be 5,000 people, for example, or something like this. That's a very sizable segment, a very targeted segment that you can use to then retarget with a very specific campaign that will convert quite well. If you're dealing with a list of anything under 5k, then it's very difficult to go granular with your segments, and you have to remain broad. For that reason, your emails are not really that advanced, and you just have to take this kind of generic approach to larger segments like your engaged or even the whole list sometimes, just to generate revenue. So in that case, if you don't have an email list ready at the moment, then what you should be doing is building out your automation. So your welcome flow, your abandoned checkout, your add to cart, possibly your browser abandonment, your post-purchase flow. Those are your key flows that you want to have in place so that when you get traffic coming to your website, you get them nurtured via a welcome flow, you recapture any sales from the abandoned checkout and carts, you retarget them with information with a browser abandonment, and then anybody who does convert into a customer, you're actively trying to convert them into a repeat customer via the post-purchase flow. The fourth thing is that you sell information-rich products. Now, what do I mean by this? If you've got a product in the health niche or supplements or maybe, I don't know, skincare, something like that, those are products that people take their time to buy. They don't impulse buy important products like this. Maybe not something like fidget spinners or even fashion brands sometimes people buy on impulse. These types of products take a lot more time to consider of whether it's the right thing for them, whether you're a trustworthy brand, whether there's a cheaper competitor, a more effective competitor. These are all very large objections that you need to overcome. And if you're trying to do that all in one ad or in social media posts or whatever it may be, you'll end up bombarding people with too much information where they just will have too much, and so they won't be able to create that buying decision right there, right now. That's where email comes in quite well. So you can retarget people who might have joined your list, seen an ad, signed up to learn a bit more, and then with your campaigns, you can retarget them to explain why your brand is trustworthy, why the products are good value for money, why they actually work. All those kind of tiny objections that mount up over time that's too big for you to put in one video, one ad, and instead you systematically break down those objections over time using email. The fifth thing that I'm going to share is that you launch products regularly. So the founders that we work with who are consistently releasing new products, maybe every quarter or max every 6 months maybe, those are the brands who do very, very well, and they keep their list warm, they keep them them engaged because there's always something new to talk about, there's something new to buy. If you've got repeat customers who are buying regularly, let's say you're selling chocolate, for example, and people are buying regularly, but then you come out with a new flavor of that chocolate, well, the people who are loyal to you are likely to try that product. So having new products come out quite frequently is always a benefit. It means that your brand stays fresh, it stays interesting, and your consumers will keep wanting to buy more. I'm going to talk about something a bit different now, and it's not really to do with the actual brand that you've got and some of the features of your brand, but more so the founder fit. We work with founders of many different ages, genders, from all different kinds of backgrounds, and one thing that we found in common with those founders who are the best are the ones who are actively engaged on their business every day, trying to make it better, trying to come up with some new competitive angle, creating new products, getting involved heavily in the marketing strategy, and not relying on us too much. Not that it's a bad thing, but just having that founder who's really directing things and constantly trying to outcompete their competitors is not only a massive morale boost for us personally, but it also helps the brand to stay dynamic, stay fresh, and not get complacent. So if you're a founder who likes being actively involved in your business, if you are someone who can't wait to turn up to meetings, you're always on time, you've got so many things you want to talk about, you've got things that you want our opinion on, you want to push certain new products or new strategies, new ideas, whatever it is, if that sounds like you, then you're the perfect fit. If you match all of these things, if you meet this criteria, we can consistently drive 30, 40, maybe even 50% of your monthly revenue just from email marketing. Now, if you're still wondering if you're a fit, whether you've got the right ingredients, if you tick these boxes, then the easiest thing to do is simply book a call with me. I can come in and audit your email account and tell you in your business and tell you whether or not we'd be a right fit for working together on maybe a small project, maybe a long-term thing, or maybe nothing at all actually. So if you'd like to learn more, if you'd like to find out for yourself, then do book a call, let's talk and see what working together could actually look like. And of course, subscribe for more if you want to see more of this content. If you want to see more breakdowns, then I'll be producing a lot more of these videos. So feel free to subscribe and I will see you in the next one.